huge lead. Sincerely apologise about the cover photo, folks. Yeah, it's supposed to be Brighton. Welcome to you all. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm the Aussie Don. I do apologise for the cover photo. It was just a last-minute live stream, actually, this one. So, yeah, I wasn't too sure if I was going to be in tonight or not. I've had a family thing I've had to be at, but I've actually gotten back from that. Welcome aboard, and thank you very much for joining us. 9S25, Cambridge to Brighton, and we're on the Brighton Mainline, Class 700 action. Let's go and do it right now. Creators Club scenario. Might be the same one we did the other day, but nonetheless, that was on our midweek World of Trains live stream, so this will be an individual one, if it is that same one anyway. But welcome to our second stream for the 17th of July 2023, and how are we all doing from us to you? Welcome aboard. I am your admin from the Train SimRail Free Superfans page on Facebook, the Aussie Don, and welcome to our coverage of Train SimRail Free here at Australia Worldwide Gaming and Entertainment. And we are doing this service here right now. So here we shall go. All right, it does look a little bit different than the other day, so this might be a new one. And I am using the standard sounds here today. Okay, let's get the ventilation on, put that on medium, we'll turn the temperatures a little bit down, and we shall get that up and going, put the DRA on, and we shall get those daylights on, and we'll get those safety systems on.
PWS and AWS operational.
Very lovely, lovely. Not on the camera tonight, so camera-free live stream with you guys. And here we are. I haven't actually added back the, I did say to you guys I'm going to add back the orange colours for the Class 700, but yeah, haven't had the chance to do that because I've obviously just gotten back from my meeting, so. Alright, we are ready to rock and roll. 15 miles to our first destination of Gatwick Airport.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the
Coming
signal.
out of East Croydon here. Alright. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the action. And of course we are playing on PC. Our stops are Gatwick Airport, Haywards Heath, Badgerys Hill, and Brighton. And we are due at our final destination. There's no set time on there actually. I've accidentally pressed the button for the doors just there actually, so it's going to be a clicking sound if I, I'm going to have to stop the train actually, unfortunately. Oh, no, it's alright. It's fixed itself. All good. That's good news because we don't... Actually, I think this is the one from the other day because I remember the Class 700 being in the station here at South Croydon. Hopefully everybody is having a lovely day. If you are just joining us for the first time today, welcome aboard. This is our second train SimRail free live stream for today. I was with you guys this afternoon, our time here in Australia, and did a southeastern high-speed trip with the Class 700. We broke the record for the quickest time actually with the Class 700 on that run, 49 minutes 13 I think it was. Yeah, just under 50 minutes. So yeah, broke the record by a couple minutes. For my personal record for the quickest to get the Class 700 from point A to point Z, A to Z, as they always say. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So that was from Raham to Dartford. So that was really cool, breaking the record. In the last 24 hours I have actually welcomed in a couple of new members to the Train SimRail free Superfans page on Facebook. If you are a Train SimRail fan and love to join, obviously like I've explained, I'm one of the many admins on the channel, but I am a Train SimRail veteran, and I can say to you guys that I would like to only see people that are going to be active, you know, that want to have any issues regarding Train SimRail free. If you have any issues, you can also talk to me on the live chat. We are open to subscribers only on our live chat. And do note that I do only speak English. So the good thing about the Train SimWorld free Superfans page though on Facebook is that it does have a translation, so I can translate it into English and I can reply, which is good news. And it does translate to Spanish and other languages, which is also a great thing. If you speak German, it'll translate to German, from English to German, and vice versa. Spanish, same thing. You speak Japanese, or should be able to translate that as well. If anybody's watching from Japan, konnichiwa. Let's crank up that speed. So I'm currently not using the ITSIA 165 mod at the moment. I did explain to you guys, I probably will put it back on. I'll just going to wait a couple of days to see if there's another update or two coming in, and we'll have a look at the next update. Look at that. Lol. One person goes, one person comes in. Oh, hang on, a couple people come in there. Oh, hang on. Oh, whoa. That's one thing I will... with the passengers, how it does that, that's also something I'd like to see them actually get rid of. We really need to see a proper, NPCs that are just going to stay there. Obviously not stay there forever, if they need to get off at the train station, then, you know what I mean. So one of my mates did comment on ITSIA, and I did explain earlier today that I do apologise for some of the things he did say on that comment. I actually read his comment and I was a little bit disappointed actually what he said. I was sort of laughing about it at first, and then I thought, you know what, nah, this is a little bit too full on, taking it a little bit too far. Like I said to him, why the hell do you say get on my level for? Like, Jesus Christ, that's one of the most ancient things in a million years. Like, Jesus Christ. The guy's a modder, He's a sound editor, and, I do, as you know, I'm a DJ, and I'm remix uplifting trance, hardstyle and that, so I'm a sound editor myself, so... I don't do sound editing for video gaming, no. I do modding, no. I mod for American Truck Simulator with AI traffic and freight market and trucks and trailers for paint jobs of real companies and branding and all kinds of things. Fantastic paint jobs. And I was meant to be here earlier tonight for American Truck Simulator, but unfortunately I had to postpone it to next Monday. So the planned Rugrats paint job for truck and trailer, that'll be next Monday now, unfortunately. That's not going to stop us from releasing the pack for this week, though. We have got a brand new pack of paint jobs for the TSA SWR Maxi Trans Freightliner trailer. So there is a planned release this week. Don't forget you can find our mods for American Truck Simulator at modland.net. Ooh, hang on. Speedy. When this thing gets up and running, it sounds beautiful. Oh, look at that. 377 700 at the same time there. That was awesome. Bit of a drag race there. Don't know why they dropped it by 10 then. I think it was because we had a cutting area just there. Tracks coming over. People have been wondering what these RUL8s are all about. Well, in the Armstrong Powerhouse version, they actually have these squares with the numbering. This is just a reminder for some of the drivers that what the carriages are that they've got. So this is an 8-carriage train. So they put these on the desk, and that is in reality as well. So if it's a 12 car, it's a 12 car, a 10 car, 10 car, 8 car. So just a reminder, sometimes, after a long shift or something, you could get a mind slip, and it's like you stop at the 12-car stop and you meant to stop at the 8-car stop, you know what I mean? So... just a bell coming in just then, just to remind us that there is a 60-mile area coming up, and I do believe that will drop even further as we are approaching Gatwick Airport. Soon be arriving at Gatwick Airport. A line here for Gatwick Airport, International and Domestic Station. International and Domestic Terminals, not station. To this station since the Train SimRail version was released. I hear that plane.
Due to essential engineering work, some train services
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the signal.
Details of the bus services can be found on posters around the station.
Next stop is Haywards Heath. Big shout out to Oliver from the Train Sim World Superfans page on Facebook as well. G'day, buddy. And Mark as well. Mark Newman. G'day, buddy. And the other admins and g'day. Welcome aboard. If you are watching, thanks for joining us. So see if we've got a little bit of traffic in front here. There might be a bit of traffic. Oh yeah, we've got a bit of we've got an amber light there. A couple of amber lights. Certainly shines more on here on the Brighton Mainline, this train, I have to say, folks, compared to what it does on Southeastern High Speed. It just, you know, this is the route if you want to, you know, really give it some oomph, you know. Unless you want to take it onto the high speed section on Southeastern High Speed. I haven't done that yet, actually. I think I've got a scenario actually for that, so yeah, it might be something we'll plan out the next 24 hours. Take it on the high speed section of the Southeastern High Speed. We'll take it in the AC mode if we do that as well. We've only taken it in the AC mode once, and that was on our midweek World of Trains live stream last Wednesday. Which, did get a great response on the full replay as well. We had not a bad little audience live, but yeah, it's definitely shined since its replay though. And yeah, we thank everyone that has watched that. It's been our most successful midweek World of Trains in quite a while actually. Just a little bit disappointed about our first look for the Class 700 though, our first live stream we ever did with it. Yeah, we couldn't complete the trip because yeah, we had a little issue which I did throw up on the forum, but yeah. Speaking of the forums, I want to know, I wonder if the screenshot contest has been announced today. Has it been a bit lazy on the screenshot contests lately? Not so much, I'm more so running on Train Simulator more than anything. It was pretty tight with the competition on there, so whoever wins it, so be it. G'day, railway guy. How you going? Welcome aboard, buddy. Is it possible to drive the third rail-powered trains like the BR Class 465 on the HS1? HS1, what do you mean, like the, on the high-speed section of the Southeastern High Speed, or? I don't know. I don't think there is a pantograph for the 465, so I don't think there's AC capabilities for the 465, unfortunately. But that said, though, I did drive out of Gossip Line the other day when I did a Creators Club scenario first up on DC mode, and it was working quite fine, so yeah, that's what I thought. The channel section, which I've got the channel on Train Simulator. So yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't go on there, but yeah, that might be something I might actually, I might question actually to the community on the Dovetail forums, and see if I get a response. So I'll get back to you on that one actually. Let me just write that down. 465 for HS1, part of Southeastern High Speed. Yeah, that'll be a question actually. I'll ask the community on the Dovetail forums about that, railway guy, and see what response we get. I'll ask him if there's a Creators Club scenario, or yeah. Might be something that we might try to attempt ourselves and see how we go. I still hate that looping on this when it flies past with the normal version. This is the only thing that's the only thing I can say about this version compared to Itzia's sound mod. That before I went away on Friday, it did sound way better though when it was flying past with Itzia's mod. That's when I come back. When was it? Yesterday, and I did the trip. It sounded way different. I'm like, oh no, this doesn't sound as good as it did when I first went away. And I found out there's been 3 updates since I went away. 3 updates over the weekend, because it was number 4 that I was on, and then now it's saying it's number 7. Like, how many updates has it been since I've been away? Very active, which is good, you know, in a sense, because you know he's trying to put more things into it and make it sound better. And some aspects it sounds, you know, like I've explained. I've even had people reply back to me saying it's too loud in the cab, and it turns out it actually is loud inside the cab in reality. So it is true to character. I did have another look at it today, actually, in real life, and it is loud inside the cabin. So, to be honest, Dovetail have toned it down more. One good thing about Itzia, and some other fellow as well, the legendary 313 EMU sound mod for the East Coastway is back, and it's back for the first time since Train Sim World 2. So it has finally been updated, and yes, you betcha I've gotten that back. That was one of the mods that I was so sad to see go bye-bye when TSW3 was released. I was hoping that was going to be fixed quickly, but it's taken almost 12 months. So, nonetheless, it is back, and I'm so looking forward to doing a 313 EMU run again on the East Coast Way with that sound mod, because, oh man, that thing is unbelievable. That was one of my favourite sound mods. Any train on Train Sim World, so yeah, looking forward to that. DRA on, actually, we were meant to put this in neutral.
Criminals are known to operate in this area.
Ooh, better get inside then. Better get inside there, there's criminals.
Driver,
Watch out.
you have reset the
Give me
DRA.
your train!
Please check the signal.
Oh, I'm so bad. Godfather, why is there spray paint all over the cabin? Because I had some criminals. Well, if this is a criminal area, I would not be parking my car around here, because it sounds like it is like Seven Hills here in Sydney. Yeah, Seven Hills was a well-known area for car theft on the rails. It's like a 6-7 level car park at Seven Hills here in Sydney on the runs off the Western Mainline. And the main reason a lot of people park there is because it's like convenient, and yeah, it runs off the Prospect Highway, and oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really cool. The enhancement one, it's actually inside the game, but there's also the one that I found off Joe as well, which was really cool.
Welcome aboard this service to Brighton. We will be calling at Burgess Hill and Brighton. Safety information is provided on posters in every carriage. We will shortly be arriving at Burgess Hill. Please make sure you have all your belongings and take care as you leave the train.
Brakes! The announcements can be found if you're playing on the console, the PC version as well at railannouncements.dv dav some weird thing, but yeah, it's quite cool. Yeah, the problem is with the announcements mod, well, it's not an announcements mod, it's actually part of the enhancement mod for Brighton Mainline. But it does cut off because Dovetail have a certain limit on the original announcements, so it does cut over that and does, yeah, you'll hear cuts from certain announcements.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This station is Burgess Hill. The next station is Brighton, our final destination.
Meant to put that in neutral.
The train now approaching platform 2 does not stop here. Please stand well clear.
Driver, you have reset the DRA. Please check the symbol.
That's an Armstrong Powerhouse sound, that DRA sound. Ah, yeah. Quite weak this week actually on Railfan TV. I do believe Jamie's going to be on Wednesday doing the Just Trains Hope Valley. I did explain to you guys that if you want to get Hope Valley, don't get it through PC Steam's store. If you want to, you get it for the same price. You go to the Just Trains website. You get way more for it. You get more scenarios. You get more value for your bang for your buck. More bang for your buck. If you go through Just Trains website, and you can play it on. If you got the PC Steam version of Train Simulator Classic, just like I do, it works 100% fine with it. And if there's any updates to the route or whatever, Just Trains will email you, and you can go to your downloads area, and you can download the updated version, and it automatically you just go through the process. It'll automatically rewrite over your Train Simulator gameplay, and it is advisable after you do that as well to just verify the files and clear the chatter in the actual game as well. If you're having crashing issues also with Train Simulator at the moment, it is also advisable to clear the chatter as much as you possibly can as well. I've been having those issues a lot, and yeah, I did start doing a little bit of digging into trying to fix those issues. You know what, to be brutally honest, I think this sound is actually one of the sounds that they showed, that they teased us with on that 24-hour countdown leading into TSW3's official announcement. I was saying to you guys for a while that, you know, Class 700 needs to be a train that needs to be added into TSW. I was actually calling for it for Brighton Mainline all this time, but then when it was announced for South Eastern High Speed, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. They're not putting it on Brighton Mainline. And then I was sort of thinking, it's because of memory issues that, you know, have plagued the route for so damn long. And yes, everyone can thank Joe for that because of the massive timetable he put in there. It's just chewed up all the memory. But yeah, well, hopefully we'll get a day, you know, when all the memory issues will start, you know, ironing itself out, and you know they'll have a bigger space for memory, and you know, finally pull the trigger and go to Unreal Engine 5. The Train Sim World 4 talk is really ramping up though. I don't know what to think about it, to be honest. I'll be absolutely shocked if we move straight from Train Sim World 3 to 4 within a 12-month span. We normally get that, you know, next core update being some fancy name for it, and then we move to the so-called next new Train Sim World the following year, which technically it's not new, it's just fancy, just, you know, calling it a new, it's a new era. We're in the third generation of Train Sim World now, so like I explained, you know, the first Train Sim World was more than 2 years. They only moved it to 2020 in 2019. CSX Heavy Haul was one of the fancy names they did. The first one. First one, yeah. I still think this could have been the perfect train that Dovetail could have pulled the trigger on on themselves actually doing official announcements inside the trains and everything. I think that would have been, you know, something, you know, they've had plenty of time to learn off what River Games pulled off for the Glasgow-Edinburgh route. And I think this train would have been a perfect choice to have run for Dovetail themselves to bring their version of it, announcement system into the game. But I'll be honest with you guys, it could actually become a feature for the core update this year, or it could actually become a feature for the next generation of Train Sim World. Who knows? Like, I think it is something that be looked at more so. I think baggage also, like suitcases and stuff on stations and everything, will be another feature eventually down the track. You know, they've experimented with, you know, putting old people into the game, and that's what I explained to you. I said to you guys many times over, I want to see a different variety of characters. You know, old people, kids. You know, we don't want to see, you know, dogs and cats running around on the station, but you know. That would be quite funny. Just watch out for the dog, you know, watch out for the cat. But you know what I mean, like, it's just a different variety of people on this, yeah, would be really cool. Watch out for those criminals as well, watch out for those criminals. Tunnel leads down to the West Coast way, actually. Albion. Well, it goes down to Albion.
Is Albion on that side?
Yeah, Albion's on that side. I hope.
We will shortly be arriving at Brighton. We will shortly be arriving at Brighton, our final destination. Thank you for travelling with us. Please remember to take all your belongings with you when you leave the train.
And there we go with that system. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely little system that I can't help but continue to bring in on their gameplay. Unfortunately, it only runs on certain ones. Ah, we've got someone with an Amtrak here. Hey, there we go. There's a lovely train there. Northeastern Rail fan. Hello to you. Ah, no, you don't have to be sorry about that, buddy. It's all good. Full replay will be provided. And here we are at our final destination, Brighton. Lovely station. It's one of the reasons why I'd probably like to see, actually there's a lovely route in the USA actually that I've seen recently that Amtrak's running, which it's got some lovely stations. Oh man, I've seen one of the stations and a nice beautiful white roof on it, and I'm like, wow, this is very modern. It's really, really nice. Can't remember it though, but I did see it the other day somewhere. And I thought, oh wow, this would be a perfect TSW route. I'm not sure if it's part of the Northeast Corridor or what. But like I explained to you guys, I'd like to see it eventually go to Philadelphia and add that extra 35 miles from Trenton. But I think that it would be great to see Philadelphia to Washington DC. That would be great. That'd really, really great to see. Right, here we are. Turn the DRA on, put the neutral on, and shall lock those doors. Alright, there we go with that one. So that is 7,927 action points in Creators Club scenario on the Brighton Mainline. Okay, very nicely done indeed. The current local time is 12 after midnight, and it is actually now Tuesday here in Australia, and you know what that means. We are on the day where we're going to be live with Choo Choo Tuesdays, which will be on Tuesday. It's Monday. This is technically Monday still for you guys, but it is Tuesday here in Australia. But yeah, it's not in the West Coast though. It's actually just after 10 p.m. in the West Coast, but we're in the East Coast. So yeah, Rail, like I explained, Railfan TV is only doing Jamie this week, I do believe, for the Hope Valley, and don't understand why there wasn't a preview before the release. But anyway, we've had Hope Valley since late last year, or actually was it late last year, or I think it was at the start of the year. But yeah, we have had it for quite a while now from the Just Trains website, and it's an awesome route. We've done many times over on our Train Simulator Classic gameplay. So yeah. So yeah, all right. So there we go with that one, and we can have a look at all the trains. Yes, we shall do. Well, obviously I haven't got everything downloaded because I have every single train symbol route in the history of TSW. So not everything is downloaded. I can tell you that I don't have downloaded. Let me just see here. Let me go to my properties. Yes, I'm running on DX12. I don't have Palencia Corridor downloaded. I don't have Sam Patrick Grade downloaded. I don't have the Baby Bullet downloaded. Obviously, you know the reasons why, because there's the issue at the moment. The standard Isle of Wight, but I do have the modern, the updated version downloaded. I do believe the CSX C48/8W. I don't have downloaded. The Canadian National Oakville Subdivision I don't have downloaded. The Arosa Lenny I don't have downloaded at the moment. Clinchford Railroad's not downloaded at the moment. Cane Creek's not downloaded at the moment. Reasons why I don't really play the freight routes that often. Sherman Hill I don't have downloaded at the moment. It is in my collection though. The G6 Shelter diesel Deutsche Bahn train is not downloaded at the moment, but I do use it from time to time, and that's for Hemstrucker Raru. Hang on, Raru Austin, that does run on part of the Rhine anyway. CSX SD40 is not downloaded at the moment. Central Spire is not downloaded. Horseshoe Curve's not downloaded at the moment, but everything else is. So let's see what we have. Right, so we have the Class 700, of course. 33, the LMS Foyda S4, the Class 09, the LMS Steiner AF, the LMS Jubilee, 158 ETM, sorry. The HST on the, we have both HSTs anyway, East Midlands version. The DBBR 628/2, on the other end it's the 928/2. The DBB BR 365, the SD70 ACE and the BNSF 37/7, the Rail Operations Group, the 375/9, the 401, the BR 103, the 112.1, the 182 MRCE. The ELP 46 New Jersey Transit, the Acela Express, of course, absolute weapon, beautiful train. The Amfleet cab car, which has returned since the original Northeast Corridor, New Haven, New York, which was originally the Northeast Corridor for train SimWorld 1, which used to go to the Hell's Gate Bridge, but no longer does. Multi-level cab car of the New Jersey Transit, which obviously that does run on Morristown as well. Morristown is not in TSW at the moment, but it's a route that is on my wish list for Train Sim World after playing it on Train Simulator many times over to Dover. Class 385, which runs on the Edinburgh route, Glasgow. The 45/1, the British Rail, Blue, that is, and the 47/4. And the BR 425DB, BR 110, the 155 Press, 150 323, the 463, the F7, in Santa Fe, the Duplex, the TGV, M3A, MTA, Metropolitan Transportation Authority. The Class 485, the 166, the M7, the 31, the M3, the 423, the 403, 406, Talent 2, the 422, 1938 tube stock, 1972 MK2 tube stock, the DBBR 101, which is a beautiful train with either city coaches, the ACS 64/V Amtrak 766.2, which is the DBPB ZFA. And the BR 143, 146, 185, the Rail Pool, 365 DBB, 187 DB, the 185.5 MRCE, the CTC/3 cab car of the Boston Transportation Authority, the Class 08 with the British Blue, the 101, which is the manual train and an absolute weapon, the Class 20, aka the Chopper, the 313 EMU, which I have the sound mod back for the first time since TSW2. Yes, it's back finally. Thanks for that one. 377/4, which is one of the greatest EMUs of all time. The Class 52, 40, the 387, the 66, the 314, the 612, which is a diesel, and the F40 PH 3C MBTA M7. We have the 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 hills are alive at the sound of music train. BNSF SD40, BNSF ES 44C4, the Talent 2 and the 1442 version, and the 185, the 395, and the 465. That is our collection of trains. Beautiful. All right. Yes. Your favorite train is the Amtrak ACS 64. All right. Yeah. Well, it is a lovely train, and obviously it's a classic on Train Sim World because it has been involved since Train Sim World 1 with the original Northeast Corridor, which was sadly, unfortunately, didn't come over to Train Sim World 2, so-called it was built on an old system. Yeah, that was just, like I explained to you guys, I think when the reason why it originally didn't come over to Train Sim World 2, and I got my theories on this one massively, is I think that Dovetail and Amtrak had a bit of a falling out at the time period. And that was one of the reasons why the Northeast Corridor, New York, New Haven, was originally not run over to TSW2. And that's only my theory, because it's fine. I find it really strange that the Great Western Express, which was the first ever DLC in TSW, which was built way before Northeast Corridor, New York, New Haven was built before that, and you reckon it was on an old system. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sort of thinking that there was a bit of a falling out thereabouts. But anyway, the New York, New Haven was the original Northeast Corridor for Train Sim World. So do note that, folks. So, you know, you talk to someone that is a veteran of TSW, and if you want to go and see the original Northeast Corridor action, you can go and check out our original Train Sim World playlist. And you can also, if you want to see legendary gameplay, do check that out. And if you want to see even other legendary gameplay of the 2 years of Train Sim World 2 era, you can check that out. Our biggest playlist here on our YouTube channel with almost 1,100 videos of Train Sim World, timetables, scenarios, introductions, information, updates, you name it, it has it. Same here on the Train Sim World 3 era. It continues to grow. We just clicked over 400 videos for the Train Sim World 3 era. I've done a little bit less this era, but it's only because I'm more live streaming than uploading these days. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us. It has been an honor and privilege. 2014, it's been in service, retiring him soon. Yeah, that is the case. The ACS 64 is retiring soon. The livery is, far as I'm aware, still in testing. I'm not 100% certain. I know that's getting close to release. But yeah, it is a great train. We're in the same boat here, Northeast Rail fan, here in Sydney. We have a train, it's called the Silver Train, and it's an inner city train. At the moment, it runs up to the foot of the Blue Mountains, up to Emu Plains, and that train is meant to have been retired already here in 2023. It was meant to be retired last year, but still in service because the brand new inner city train has been having so many issues, and it continues to be tested and everything. And yeah, it's just way behind. It's already over 2.5 years delayed. So yeah, it's we have got a new inner city on its way, but you can check out the inner city on our shorts area, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I will be definitely doing gameplay, uploaded videos of shorts of the brand new inner city when it does officially get on the rails and I actually can see it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. And Captain Jack Sparrow has just joined us. Ahoy there, matey. Yo, I am building the Class 700 in Minecraft. Well, that is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right. So that will be really cool to see. Yes. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you next time for more Train Sim World 3 here at Australia's Home. We are live for Choo Choo Tuesdays. 2 hours on the rails this Tuesday. Our traditional Choo Choo Tuesdays live stream will be on this week. Was meant to be on last week, but we couldn't be on the air because I had a family meeting. And we're live from 8 p.m. in the east coast of Australia, 7:30 p.m. South Australia, Northern Territory, 6 p.m. Western Australia, International viewers, 10 p.m. New Zealand, 11 a.m. British summertime, 12 p.m. Germany, 6 a.m. in Boston, New York and Florida, USA, 5 a.m. in Texas, and New Orleans, USA, 3 a.m. on the west coast of the United States. Yes, you have got 54 degrees Celsius at the moment and burning like hell. Thank you very much for watching. It has been an honor and privilege. And if you can't join us live for the live stream tomorrow, always a full replay for you to enjoy at your own time and pleasure. And my name is the Aussie Don, your 2023 Community Screenshot Contest winner for week 16 for Train SimWorld 3. And I won the week on the Deutsche Bahn. And I've also won this year's week 6 for Train Simulator Classic, with the theme that week being landmarks, with my beautiful and Northeast Rail fan might like this one actually. I won that contest for the landmarks that week with a beautiful photo of the ASUS 64 going over the Hell's Gate Bridge. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. Hooroo.